my husband, or I felt hurt by my child that said something to me. Well, it's all perspective, because nobody can hurt you unless you allow it. And I would love to teach this to you guys, because you're like, well, I feel the pain. You feel the pain because you feel the pain. You feel the pain. Those people ain't feeling pain. So what I was saying is, you have to do the shadow work. So you look at yourself, say, me and my daughter have a fight, and then I'm like, oh my God, she hurt my feelings, which she never does anymore because I don't allow it. But say she does, she hurts my feelings. So then I'm like, oh my God, she hurt my feelings. She said I was being too loud. Okay, so I'm gonna do real live shadow work. So now she said that I was too loud. Okay, is that true? Not to me. I need to be loud. I need to speak my truth. I need to let people hear me, because I want to be seen and heard to get my message out. If I was quiet, nobody could hear me. So is that true for her? True for her. True for me? No. Well, you're saying these things that I don't like you to say. That's not up to her. I can say whatever I want, right? But now, because she said, well, you shouldn't be saying this, you're too loud, it makes me feel like I'm not good enough and maybe I shouldn't say anything. Wrong. You do what you want to do. You speak your truth, you be loud. Because here's the thing, we play ourselves small. We'll just stay small and, oh, no, we won't say nothing as long as you love me. Honey, they're going to love you anyway. Actually, since I started yelling and screaming and putting myself out there, my kids love me more. They're like, oh, they even tell their family, friends, hey, you need to talk to her. Because you have to do the shadow work for yourself. So nobody can actually hurt you. You're letting them hurt you. And you have to do the shadow work for you so you can feel, now this sounds crazy, joy and happiness and love. Because I just felt the pain, which I did not, but I have before. Say my daughter or my husband says something to me, made me feel, oh my God, they don't love me anymore. Or, am I being too loud? Am I too much? Am I extra? That's what they say now. You're being too extra. When somebody says that to me, I'm like, hell yeah. I want to be extra because I want people to hear the message that I have to speak. Now, before, I would have been like, oh yeah, nobody loves me and I just, stay in the room by myself and I'll just hide because I've done something wrong. When you're too loud for somebody, it's because they can't be loud enough, or they see something in you that's like, oh my God, I wouldn't do that. And that's fine. They don't have to be here to do that. They might be on a different path. I'm here to scream out loud, tell people what I want. I'm a truth teller. I am a truth teller, which is somebody that tells the truth all the time, regardless if you like me or not. I do this so many times, and so many people tend not to like me. That's okay. I'm not here to serve you as far as you to like me. I'm here to serve you as far as you need to wake up to this reality that you do not have to live in pain. And you do not have to live on what other people say about you. You don't. You do what you want. God would never say you're too loud. God might give you a voice to be loud so you could be heard. He gives people no voices, and sometimes he gives them extra hearing, extra seeing because of that. He might take somebody's leg, but then they're supposed to sit there and be a preacher sitting there. There's all kinds of stuff. But what I wanted to say is we have to do the shadow work, and we have to bring it back to ourselves. So somebody's going to trigger us. Somebody's going to trigger us. You bring it back to yourself and say, where inside of me am I playing small? Am I feeling abandoned? I had a big thing about my mom abandoning me. She never abandoned me, but I believe she did because of, if anybody in our family needed something, she would run to them, but she wouldn't run to me when I needed something. And the reason why is because I always have been this good kid. I'll just do whatever she says. I'll do all the chores of all the kids. I just want mom to be happy. she didn't have to worry about me. But she did have to worry about them. So all the attention went there. So now I was like, I'm abandoned. You abandoned me. I'll be on the phone with her. And it'll be like, oh, I got to go. Your brother's calling. He might be calling from who God knows where. You know what I'm saying, if you know us. And then, but when I call, everybody knows that I'm not anywhere but on a mission for love. So, our peace. So, but I felt abandoned. I was like, oh my God, like nobody loves me. But I felt that way. That's not originally how she was trying to do it. She was always loved me. She was just having to put more attention on the negative because that's where it needed to be. And until I grew up, I didn't know that, oh, you were the independent one. I didn't have to worry about you. I knew you could handle it. I knew you could do it. But still, people that is big and can handle stuff still needs love too. It's just sometimes it feels like you don't get it because family members that tend to get in trouble and stuff like that get more of attention. So I had to switch that up. I had to say, no, it's not about me. It's about what she has to do, responsibility. It had nothing to do with about me, not loving me, not care about me, not abandoning me, because she never did. That was all my beliefs. Now, see, what I'm trying to do is be vulnerable and show you these were my beliefs that I made up the shit about that. And here's what we do. We make up shit. We do. You can say, oh, my husband hurt me. You're making up shit about it. My husband was late. He's probably out screwing somebody. No, he's not. He might have had a flat freaking tire. You don't know. You do not know. And you're putting expectations on shit that you don't know. So here's the thing. You drop it. You don't put no expectations on anything or anyone. And you just live your life. Let go and let God. So if he was with a flat tire, good. If he was sleeping with somebody else, good too. Let him go. I have literally had people say, oh, I went out on you, and then are you going to do something about it? I said, you damn straight I'm going to do something about it. Leaving your ass. Later, one time and I'm out. I do that. And they're like, oh, you're not going to fight him? Hell no, I wouldn't fight that Nessie. Da-da-da-da-da. You know what? They were together. And then they were divorced. And then they got married. And then somebody screwed, It was a hot mess. Didn't have anything to do with me. I didn't make it about me. I made it about him. I'm like, dude, you're looking crazy. And he's still looking crazy. You have to make it not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you, the other people's problem. But I had to look at myself and say, why am I attracting these people? Environment. I was around people that did this. I seen that happen in my childhood. I was like, oh my God, this is not me. But I've always known that this reality was not me. And I've always said that. Even in my childhood, my mom would say, well, where are we at and what are we doing here? Because when people would be abusive, and I don't mean beating, but even verbally abusive, I'd be like, well, I thought you loved me. Because I knew as a child that love was not hurting. But a lot of people think love is hurting. Oh, well, he stalked me and he went out on me, and then he he told the world forgiveness. Oh, that's love. That's not love. That is some crazy ass shit. That is not love. That is doing whatever he wants and then apologizing and you take him back. That's not love. So you have to realize, but me too. I was married for years and thought that was love. I thought, oh no, he'll get better. I'll do this. It's all going to be good. It never was. It never was good. When it's good, now. My life is amazing now when I stood up for myself, and I'm not going to put up with that shit. And do still people put up with that shit? Absolutely. Do I? No. And that's where you have to do the shadow work. You have to say, I'm not going to put up with this shit. And it doesn't matter if it's family, friends, kids, moms, dads, whatever, dogs. And say, I'm not going to put up with it because I want peace in my life. And once you get peace in your life, then everything you ever wanted, financially, emotionally, mentally, relationships, all that come to you. And all you have to do is let go. But you have to do the shadow work. Once you do the shadow work, and you look at yourself, not anybody else, then you can bring happiness and joy and love and peace in your life. That's what it brings. I know everybody's like, oh, I'm not going to do the shadow work because it hurts and I don't want to look at my childhood and I don't want to look at my abuse. But once you look at it and you clear it out, you get joy and love and peace and compassion and happiness. And then you open up to abundance, which brings in money, brings in joy. That's been my experience. That's been a lot of people's experience, but people are afraid to do it. So if you are afraid to do it, I will hold your hand. Just call me, message me, DM me, whatever you do, and I will get you. And I have got people, people has lost 30 pounds. They've been in 2 relationships where they go from abuse to people giving them flowers every day. Like, it's too much. Here's the thing. The happiness can feel like it's too much because you're used to the pain. So you know the pain. So if the guy comes and says, oh, you stupid, da, 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 and you're like, oh, he loves me. I mean, it sounds crazy, don't it? But then it's like, honey, is there anything I can do for you? Let me send you flowers and roses and all this. And you're like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with this guy? Because you're not used to it. But that's the way it's supposed to be. Now, not that the relationship's going to be all like that all the time. Yes, people's going to fight. But I am talking about loving, respect, compassion, doing for people, loving people, joy, happiness. That can be in a relationship if you stop believing that that is your relationship. I did that forever. I thought the relationship I was in was love. It was not. It was 2 hurt people. I called them, this relationship, a wound mate. They're wounded, you're wounded, and we're just looking for love. We're like, oh, please love me. Please love me. And you're wounded. You cannot be loved from a wounded vibrational, because that's the vibrational match of wounded is wounded. The vibrational match of love is love. The vibrational match of joy is joy. The vibrational match of happiness is happiness. The vibrational match of guilt and shame, guilt and shame. Like attracts like. It's in my book. It's free on Amazon right now. Download it. Love you. And if I can help you, I have no guilt and shame about whatever you have done. I have heard a lot of things. It doesn't matter. All I want to do is help you. I want to help you get into a state of mind, a state of being where you can be happy regardless of what is going on in your life. And I can do that for you. Just let me know. Love you.